Hello, everyone. Even though no one's here yet, I'm gonna post this in Discord real quick. I just felt like streaming for a while, so I'm playing WoW. So hopefully this is all working fine. Let's see what I got. Rockets. Oh, hey, cool. We have a viewer. Hello, Kaiwan. What day your video game come out? I'm not sure what video game you're talking about. I'm playing classic World of Warcraft right now. I decided to play vanilla again. So classic World of Warcraft right now is in the Wrath of the Lich King expansion, but there's some realms that are set to only play the original version, like vanilla WoW. And so I decided to go back to that version, just because I don't know, I really wasn't enjoying Wrath of the Lich King that much when I was playing. So I was like, you know what? Let's go back to the good old days of vanilla. No, what day your Wire video to come out? Oh, okay, yeah, that's tomorrow. Well, it's coming out in multiple parts. So, parts 1 and 2 are coming out tomorrow, Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific time. So that will be. It'll be 2 parts. One part will just be the introduction where I explain what I'm doing, because it's very different than how I did the Soprano logs or the Breaking Bad logs. So that comes out tomorrow. And then also the first review itself will be for the pilot. And then from there, I'm going to review seasons 1 through 5. Each season will be one video, just because I've explained this before, but I don't think that reviewing episode by episode works for The Wire. I'm doing it for the pilot and for the last episode, just because those are the 2 episodes that bookend the series. But other than that, I'm not doing individual episode reviews. So basically, it's going to come out in multiple parts, and then once all the parts are done, it's going to be combined into one long form video. The video will probably be around 3 to 4 hours in length, I imagine, when it's all done. And it'll be divided up into parts with the time codes and stuff, but I've only just started working on The Wire, so I'm gonna release the parts as I finish them. So that's what's coming out on Monday, and that's 9 a.m. Pacific, so that's 12 p.m. Eastern time. That's when I release all my videos. All my videos get released at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, Mondays and sometimes Thursdays. But I think for right now, I'm going to be I'm just going to be releasing on Mondays. I'm trying to go for quality over quantity, so I'm gonna probably do one video a week from now on, but really try to try to make them as good as I can make them. So hopefully you guys will appreciate that. And yeah, I hope it works out. Yeah, I bought the book so I can buy a video. So now I'm going to read the books. What book are you talking about? For The Wire? Or are you talking about something else? What I'm doing in WoW right now, and hello everyone else who joined. I think I have 3 viewers right now. This was an unannounced stream. I felt like playing WoW and I just felt like streaming, so I turned it on. But this is just gonna be me leveling in Classic, because I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been procrastinating a little bit this week. I've been playing WoW a lot. I have so much of a backlog that it's not a big deal. I have like 5 weeks worth of videos ready to go, but I still try to do at least one video a week, just so I don't run out of the backlog and then I'm back to, oh shit, I gotta hurry up and get the next video done because I really feel like I need to put out at least one video a week, just because it's like I feel like the viewers are entitled to get some content per week. I'm grateful for the fact that you all choose to watch my videos. So, um, yeah, it's important to me to try to put out at least one a week. But again, just making it as high quality as possible. Oh, you got the corner, nice. The corner will be part of my Wire review. I'm going to be talking about Homicide, A Year in the Killing Streets, that was later adapted into um, the NBC show Homicide. I believe it's NBC, but that that will be part of the review, and also the corner will be part of the review. So I hope that makes sense, because those are both very influential to the Wire. You know, the corner is in many ways a precursor to the Wire, focused much more on the life of drug addicts and the human aspect than the criminal aspect. Homicide too, in the same way, is focused much more on like the crime side. So when you put those two together, then you really start to get a clear understanding of the Wire. I feel. The reason I came to this village is I had to buy this book, which is gonna teach me expert first aid. Oh, you bought Homicide too. I have Homicide on the bookshelf here. I listened to the corner via audiobook on Audible, so I don't have something to show. But yeah, it's the corner. The book was incredible. I loved it. It was fantastic. Let's see here. I'm probably gonna sell these. I don't need them. Okay, so I can train my silk bandages now. Hey, Zeno, nice to see you. Are you still kissing Lalo? Every night in my dreams. Oh, Lalo. The reason I had such a problem with Lalo in season 6 was just because I had a crush on him, and I didn't know how to handle it. What's that called in animes where the girl like is mean to the guy she likes? It's like tsundere or something like that. Isn't that's something, right? That's me and Lalo basically. I hate that I love him so much. Hey Kino, we need to cook, Jesse, Jesse, we need to cook. Oh, silk bandages done. I don't need these anymore. Yeah, I'll keep the wall for now. Oh yeah, how do you pronounce that? Sundari. Yeah, I was being a what do you call it? I was being an anime girl. That's what I was being. Yeah. But you're not kissing Margaret? No, fuck no. I would never kiss Margaret, ever. I hate Margaret from Boardwalk. I'd rather be gay with Lalo than straight with Margaret. Kelly MacDonald's a good actress, though. I really like her in uh, No Country for Old Men. She's fantastic. You have to do a video about how the libertarianism in the light. You mean libertarianism in The Wire? Um, I don't know if I'd say the Wire advocates a libertarian belief. I mean, they're against the drug war, but I'd say probably overall David Simon is much more Democrat than libertarian. David Simon's honestly pretty woke too. If you guys followed him on Twitter, which I did until he quit. I think it's Better Call Saul season 6. I think they were just woke culture that made a bad guy. They couldn't make the woman a bad woman. I don't know about that. I didn't think Lalo was good for Better Call Saul. I think he was pointless. Marie was a baddie. Yeah. Later seasons, I don't like Marie at all. Like her look in season 1, and maybe season 2. Starting with season 3, she's pretty bad. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is about season 1. It's just her haircut or whatever. It's just ugly. Like the Margaret character is what part of the time? After she gave Hank that hand. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a real woman, you know. When she'll jerk you off right there in the hospital in broad fucking daylight. Kino, you're the motherfucking one who calls the shots. I got the world by the balls and I can't stop feeling like I'm a fucking loser. Do you think that line is more badass than I'm the danger? Yeah, definitely. Walt's I'm the danger is not badass because it's not true. Tony's way more badass than Walt. Kino couldn't have done it without me. Yeah, Mike, you're my Saul Goodman. Oh, I missed the elevator. Call Amsterdam storyline is like that was libertarianism. I don't know if I agree with that, dude. Like I agree they're not in favor of the drug war and they're not in favor of like law enforcement of the drug war, but I wouldn't say David Simon comes off to me at all as libertarian. Like I think he's like a Democrat who just doesn't like the drug war. I think The Wire was just came out way before woke culture. Like watch We Own This City. Like, does that come off as like a libertarian like point of view? Not at all. I just think David's like he made The Wire kind of before woke culture really took off. But I wouldn't say at all that he's like advocating for any kind of, you know, right wing ideals. Simon loves Obama. Ironic because he writes his characters that exact copies of Obama. Obama actually interviewed him in the White House. How crazy is that? I mean, that's got to be impressive, right? Like the president of the United States interviews you about your show, not the other way around. It's pretty badass. I thought he was left-leaning libertarian. Maybe during the when he made The Wire, but if you follow him on Twitter and stuff, he's definitely way more to the left than libertarian. Marie in season 1 had a frog face. Yeah, I agree. I wonder if did she do anything to her face? Did she get any like surgery or something? I don't know. Jamie Lynn Sigler got a new nose after the pilot. Did you ever watch the show Judge? It's pretty good. No, I haven't even heard of that. Judge Judy? I assume you're not referring to Judge Judy. Why didn't they ever show Flynn with a female friend? Did he possibly need a doctor's note? I just think Breaking Bad's not really focused on sexuality that much. Like even Skylar sleeping with Ted wasn't really that she was that turned on by him. Oh yeah, I made it. Boom. It wasn't that she was that turned on by him. She just hated Walt. That's why, like when she had full permission to be with Ted, she just got kind of sick of him. Let's get all these quests real quick. Hang on, I'll read chat in a second. I just want to get all these quests first. I think I'm going to go back to... I'm going to go to Terran Mill. So I'm going to fly back to Orgrimmar. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I was just saying that like Breaking Bad's not really that focused on sexuality, so I don't think giving Flynn a romance was really something they would prioritize. Simon is a blue Anon Democrat. I don't know what blue Anon means. Does that mean he's a 4chan user? A little bit of a left-leaning libertarian. I mean, maybe a little bit. The Wire is a neoliberal show. I don't even know what neoliberal means. Like, I just know that it kind of has, like, a negative connotation now. I think it's one of those words where they just kind of assign whatever meaning they want to it. But the woman that played on that plate that played Marie, what is sister? I'm sorry, Kaiwan. I have a little bit of a hard time understanding what you're typing here. The woman that played on that plate that played Marie, what is sister? Are you saying that the actress that played something was Marie's sister? We can look. Marie Schrader. She was played by Betsy Brandt. I don't see anything about a sister on here. Nope. Sorry, not seeing anything about a sister on here, so not sure exactly. Sadly, I'm at work, so I might have to leave. Nah, fuck that, Zeno. Tell your boss you've got more important things to do than whatever your job is. You gotta watch this stream. You're not allowed to leave. No, I'm just kidding, man. Do what you gotta do. Neoliberalism, Republican, that's a very much conservative. Yeah, I think honestly what I would say is I think that the boundaries between liberal, conservative, and libertarianism have shifted a lot since The Wire came out. I think cultural conservatism has like become a much bigger thing than it would have been in 2008, whenever The Wire finished. So I just think whatever David Simon's political views were in when The Wire was going on, I think he's much more to the left now than he was then. He even said his biggest regret of The Wire was that they didn't have as many colored writers as they should have. So again, the cultural aspect, he's gone way more to the left with that in regards to that. The woman that played Marie is Walt's sister, I think. No, that's not true at all. I thought the woman that played Marie was Walt's sister. No. Betsy Brandt is not Bryan Cranston's sister. But before I go, we should popularize Phil's name being Phil the House Leotardo. Okay, I guess we'll popularize that. So you heard the man, everyone. From now on, you have when you say Phil, you have to say the whole thing. You have to say Phil quotation marks the house Leotardo. And you're not allowed to refer to him solely as Phil anymore. Yeah, Zeno, don't you have like a no work job? Can't you just sit around there and like, smash Snapple bottles into your coworkers' faces? What are you, Ralph Bunch over here? Boom! Uncle Kino my ass, Mike Floyd. Enough is enough. No more of this, Mikey. No more. I'm not gonna take no more of this. My kid brother Billy, he was 70 years old. He was a fucking baby. He just had his third gastric bypass. He was a fucking kid. And now to get whacked by Tony's piece of shit cousin. I can't even say his fucking name. I'll probably sell that. I don't need the Strangle Kelp either. That piece of shit Tony Soprano's cousin. I can't even say his fucking name. I like the movie Live, Many Saints. I just think they went on a platinum halfway a half. I don't know what that means either. You like the Many Saints of Newark. I don't hate the Many Saints as much as I make jokes about it, guys. Like, I meme on it, kind of, because it's funny. But I don't think it's that bad of a movie. Yeah, it's sad when they go young like that. 40 fucking years old. A little baby toddler. Let's see if I can make this Zeppelin here. I might have to miss it. Gotta go to work too, buddy. Bye-bye. Thank you for being here, Kaiwan. I appreciate you commenting. These streams are always fun for me as long as people talk in the chat, just because otherwise, like, what am I doing? I'm just sitting here talking to myself like a crazy person. When they go. The Many Saints, whatever happened there. I feel like eventually I need to do a Many Saints like retrospective and like because I did too many Saints videos. I did my initial reaction and then I did where I rewrote the Many Saints, but I need to like really explain what went wrong with it and like why. And I think I'll do that once I review uh Almost Grown, which is David Simon's first show. I have the episodes downloaded. I just need to watch him, and I'll eventually do a video on that. But I feel like I'll have a very clear picture of what he was intending to do once I watch Almost Grown, because the only episode of Almost Grown I've seen was part of an episode that was posted on YouTube, and the episode was called Jersey Blues, and it was about the Newark riots. So even years before The Sopranos, David Chase was like he wanted to tell a story about the Newark riots and African Americans, and it's the same shit that you saw in the Many Saints. So I feel like growing up in that era and being influenced by black culture and stuff like that, that's important to him, and I think he wanted to tell a story about that, and I think that I don't think he wanted to make it a Sopranos story, but the audience like or the studio kind of forced him to because they uh, wouldn't fund it without that, which is kind of crazy to me because it's like you would think that if you made The Sopranos, right, you would have carte blanche to do whatever you wanted to, but apparently that's not the case. I know he made a movie called Not Fade Away, which I I think I've seen it. I might not have seen the whole thing. I need to watch that too. But I don't know. Maybe that one didn't perform that well, and so they don't want to fund anything else unless it's a Sopranos thing. All right, bye, Zeno. Thanks for stopping by. All right, Mike. It's on you now to keep this stream going. You gotta be entertaining with these chats. No pressure or anything, Mike. Boom. I'm leveling a shaman this time. So I've leveled a bunch of characters to 60 in Classic WoW. I leveled a warlock to 60 on private server, and also I leveled a hunter to 40. Then when Classic came out, I leveled a priest to 60, and I leveled a hunter to 60. And now I want to level a shaman. But I'm having real fun going back to Classic again. Classic realms are popping off too. There is a lot of people playing now. Honestly, I think it's just because Wrath was kind of, I don't know, it was a little too try hard for a lot of people. Hunter Biden level 60, yeah. He's a level 60 troll. He's a troll hunter. Is it bad if I say I really don't even know the whole Hunter Biden story? I've only ever seen the memes. I've only ever seen the jokes about him smoking crack and him. I guess I guess what he did was he took a laptop to a repair store to get repaired, and he didn't pick it up, and so they found like files on him or something there. I have no idea. I don't really pay that much attention to politics, so I don't know the Hunter Biden story. I literally saw the sex tape that leaked and was nuked for social media. Hunter Biden has a sex tape? Is he even good looking? Uh, yeah, I've never actually seen a picture of him. He looks like he could be. He looks like he could be on The Sopranos, to be honest. Um, he looks like kind of a mafioso. I don't know about this. Yeah, he's kind of handsome, I guess. He looks like he would be a TV star, not a movie star, but a TV one. Was the sex tape hot? There was there is one where he is arguing over how much crack he bought with the hooker. Well, I mean that's something we can all relate to, right? You know when you agree to split the crack with the hooker and she takes more than half of it. And you're like, "What the fuck?" Oh. I honestly don't give a shit about politics. Like I wouldn't care if Hunter Biden I wouldn't care if Joe Biden's son was a fucking Taliban crack addict. Like I really don't care at all. Oh. Um the Kim K sex tape is overrated as fuck, TBH. Well, you know what? It made her $1 billion, so I mean, not that tape specifically, but like the fame it generated for her to be on the Kardashians, um, made her a billionaire. So, you know, in that regard, it's not overrated. Let's see here. What quest do we have to do in the hills? Okay, gotta kill mountain lions. The issue is his business deals that were done while his dad was an envoy in said countries. I mean, honestly, dude, like, they're all corrupt. And I don't want to get, like, too deep into politics, but, like, it's absolutely clear to me that, like, the Bidens are corrupt and do corrupt deals, and it's absolutely clear that the Trumps also committed many illegal business dealings when they were in office. And like maybe it's sad to say this, but I really don't care. Like I don't care what Eric Trump or Donald Trump Jr. did while they were in Saudi Arabia or whatever. I really don't care what Hunter Biden did. Like I just don't feel like it affects me in any way. No, I mean the Republicans absolutely. I mean the Republicans absolutely do talk about Joe all the time. Like let's not be real here. The reason the Hunter Biden story is getting. I mean I don't think it's getting that much traction anymore. But the reason why it got so much traction is because the Fox News and stuff were pushing it because they want to make Joe Biden look bad. In the same way that MSNBC and whoever else pushes the whole, you know, Eric Trump or whatever I don't even know what his fucking kids' names are, but they push that because they want to make Trump look bad, so that they can make their side look good. It's all just a fucking game. So the media talks about Joe if he's as if he's a saint. I mean, it depends on what media you're listening to, dude. Like, if you listen to Fox News, he's the Antichrist. And if you listen to, you know, liberal news, he's great. In the same way that, does Fox News ever criticize Trump? Not really. You might get the occasional person like Ben Shapiro. Like, Ben Shapiro criticizes Trump sometimes. But he doesn't go hard on him, you know. because it's a team sport, right? Politics is a team sport. Well, that's, I mean, again, and that's the thing, right? It's like if you only get your news from like Reddit and stuff, you'll think that like, oh, everyone's a fucking liberal, and if you only get your news from Fox News, you're gonna be like, oh, everyone's a fucking conservative. The truth is that just most people don't really give a shit. Like, they 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 only really pay attention to the headlines occasionally, like me. You know, it's like, oh, cool, Hunter Biden, was smoking crack with a prostitute or whatever. Yeah, that's interesting, I guess. Um, so it's just not a big deal for me. I got my news from Kel, Anna, and Pure Kino. Uh, Rip Kel, Anna. I mean, when you upload clips, man, you run the risk of that shit. Borko though has like been resurrected like 10 times now, so I don't know how permanent like getting your channel taken down is. Borko has managed to live for like 10 years doing that. Uh, the game is the game. That is true. Hell, you only do 2 days in YouTube jail anyway. That's the day your channel's taken down, and the day you start a new one. My dad watches El Señor de los Cielos. I showed him Borko and he loves this channel, yeah. Borko's awesome. I still think it was cool that he was the first guest on my podcast that I don't even do anymore. But that was awesome. Seeing people like people were so excited by that. It was fun. Oh shit. Let's see here. It seems like we're down to one viewer, so I think it might be you, Mike, if you're still here. But that's okay. I'm just chilling, playing WoW. Ugh. I like Shaman, but it's It's definitely a little bit less tanky than I would like. I think Farmer Gets is in here somewhere. We gotta kill Farmer Gets. Maybe he's in the house. Let's try getting to him there. Yeah, maybe I should turn the music on in this thing. System. I don't want it too high. Let me know if that's too loud or too soft or whatever. Oh, I want that. Oh, I don't want all that sound. No. Oh, well, they killed this guy. Get back here, little bitch. Alright. He's gonna respawn in this room. Maybe I can just set up in here and wait for him. Do. This is absolutely weird streaming to no one. It's kind of like podcasting by yourself. I feel like you're just talking to yourself and you're like, what the fuck am I doing? Well, you know what? Even if no one's here, I still have to put on a good show. For the sake of anyone who will watch the VOD, but no one will. Because why would you? I don't even know why I would leave it up. Just because, you know, I don't know. No reason not to, I guess. Hey, we have someone again. Oh, it's Mike. You're back. You plan on a fan Zoom call or Discord? Well, we obviously have a Discord, of course. But are you asking if I would do like where you guys can call in? I would. I thought about doing that, especially when I did the Pure Kino podcast. I thought about doing a super fan episode where people can like, you know, hop into a Zoom or a Discord chat with me or whatever, and we can record like a 10-15 minute segment or whatever, just talking. And do it as like a podcast episode. Yeah, I thought about doing that. I would have to do it offline just because, you know, like, you sit down. I'd have to do it offline just because, you know, you never know what people are gonna say if they hop on. I want to talk about how Casino sucks. Okay, Mike. If when we do that, I definitely will put you in there. I was gonna give priority to people I recognize, like people who talk and comment a lot. I'm like, okay, I'd like to have you on, and it could just be audio only because I know some people don't want to show their face or whatever. I don't think I could do it on a live stream just because I don't know. Someone's gonna come in and say something, say something a little spicy, you know, and then you're like, oh shit. Banned. Okay, so you've got some interesting opinions about Casino first of all, and then Tarantino. So let's talk about Casino first. It's so mid. I like that. That's what kind of like discourse has become about stuff. It's just like, yeah, it was mid. What does mid mean? I assume it means like average, like middle of the road, like not great. But I'm just like, what the fuck is mid? I agree with you. I think Goodfellas is a much better movie than Casino. I don't think Casino is that great. And I thought it was funny that there's that episode of Sopranos, right, when Tony's like, "Oh, all your friends like The Godfather, right?" And she's like, "No, we like Casino." And it's like, really? I mean, I get the implication that Meadows' generation is younger, and so therefore likes the newer movies better. But I just thought that, like, I don't know. Casino didn't seem like something that a lot of kids would be like, oh, yeah, I much prefer that over The Godfather. I feel like they would like, you know, You've Got Mail or some like 90s movie, you know, that would be their thing, right? Because people generally speaking like stuff from their generation. So that's the stuff that really kind of inspires them. It was only once the internet came around that like people started liking older media. But yeah, people generally speaking like this stuff from when they were a kid the best. That's why Tarantino loves the 70s, because that was when he first got into, you know, media and stuff like that. Who do I need else here? I need farm hands and farmers. So over here, okay. Okay, so let's break down your other opinion here. So you said you also think Tarantino is really overrated because he just makes bloody rehashes of different genres. Um, I I could see why you would feel that way. I don't agree about Tarantino. I think that yes, does Tarantino have a certain kind of style he gravitates towards? Sure. Excessive violence, pop culture references, and um, genre pieces. So I can see how that could be a criticism from you. But I do think that he does have a level of artistry that raises him above being overrated. Like you can say his stuff is cliche, but it's only cliche because he invented the genre. It's like, who do I have to kill here? There's some special people I gotta kill. Oh, this guy. So yeah, I don't agree that Tarantino's overrated. Orson Welles has a good speech on how film will die due to everything being an homage. Sort of, I could see that, but everything is kind of, a rehash of something that came before it. Even great directors like Sergio Leone, right? He's essentially just making the same Western genre, but doing it in his own kind of way. But that's like saying, he didn't invent the Western genre, so he didn't invent grindhouse cinema, but he invented the kind of crime story that was embodied by Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction. This kind of lower stakes, kind of goofy, pop culture laden stuff that a lot of other movies would try to emulate afterwards. And again, like, no one really invents anything, dude. Like you don't really invent a genre outside of a very few rare instances. Everything is built upon the foundation of stuff that came before it. I mean, I guess the people who invented fucking, like, cinema and stuff, they could be, like, the first people to make movies. I guess they could be said to have invented some stuff, but, I had to go in there for that. So, again, I don't think Tarantino is the greatest director of all time, but I do think that, like, he is deserving of respect for his contributions to cinema. And I think it, like, you can see the level of restraint and respect he has for the filmmaking genre by the fact that he's only going to do 10 movies. He's not going to do anything after that. I think that takes a level of integrity and respect for the genre, to not just milk something to death. Like, some of his movies were a little disappointing to me. Like, I thought The Hateful Eight, I was like, I didn't think it was as well as some of the other stuff he's done. I really liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. In many ways, I thought it was kind of a pointless movie, but that, it's clear that he's got a love for this genre. I dislike how Marvel... Oh, by the way, let me know if the ambient music is too loud. I feel like it kind of is. Let's do like 19%. That's fine. I dislike how Marvel Disney made it so every hero action film has to have joke moments every 5 minutes. Yeah. Yeah, definitely definitely Disney and Marvel have kind of stifled the movie industry. I don't think anyone would disagree about that. Would Meadow have been an e-girl, commie, or conserva thought? Conserva thought, definitely. We saw that in Sopranos. Like, she would be. I don't know if I want to say it like this, but like, she would be kind of a Karen, I think. I think she would support like general kind of liberal, um, like stuff, like anti-racism stuff, but she would also be like, uh, a little bit like Carmela, but just kind of more liberal. Like Carmela was like, oh, Tony, don't be racist just because our daughter's dating a black person, but then also be like, you know, I wonder what those Muslims are up to, kind of thing. You get what I'm saying? It's like generally speaking, like in principle supporting kind of liberal ideologies, but in practice also being suspicious and like you know preferring the neighborhood, kind of more towards her demographic. If you know what I'm saying. I feel like that's how Meta would be. I feel like she is a combination of like the values instilled in her by Tony and Carmela, and also kind of a counter culture to that, which is her kind of liberal college education. So I feel like she would embody both parts of it to an extent. Um, Indiana Jones had jokes, but stayed serious when it needed to be. Oh yeah, definitely. Um, but that's another thing they are gonna fucking milk to the ground. They're gonna make another one. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. What a stupid fucking name. I have to get into here, and I think it's gonna be hard. Inglorious Bastards is only popular because it's about killing German bad guys. That's not true. Inglorious Bastards is a cool movie. Aldo the Apache. Remember that line where he's like, oh, this guy speaks Italian the third best, and he's like, I don't speak Italian at all, and he's like, yeah, exactly, third best. Listen, just shut the fuck up, and no one will notice. In fact, start right. Why don't you start right now? Like, I don't know. He's a charismatic character. I liked him. I liked the Jew Hunter. Um, I like Shoshana to an extent. Shoshana Dreyfus. I liked Bridget von Hammersmark. I like the British captain who was like a movie expert. That's such like a meta thing, right? It's like, yeah, we need a cinema specialist on this mission. Austin Powers said we needed a cinema specialist. Oh, so stupid. Yeah, Jackie Brown's really good. Jackie Brown is his most slept on film. Uh, let's see if I can get this guy. Oh, shit. Indiana Jones and the Chinese balloon. That's funny. That's topical. 99 Luftballons. 99 China balloons. Django and Reservoir Dogs are the only good film he's made. Pulp Fiction's a good film. Reservoir Dogs is my favorite by far, but Pulp Fiction's a good film. What's the film that's loved by all and you hate? That's a hard question to answer. I have to think about that. Because it depends on what you mean exactly. Like, do you mean loved by normies that I hate, or do you mean loved by kind of like cinema people that people say it's a really good film that I don't like at all? I'm more so in the realm of television. Like one thing that pops to mind is Better Call Saul, right? And I love Better Call Saul, but season 6, right? I had such a negative reaction, and people were like, "You're crazy. This is the greatest fucking thing in television ever." So that's one example. Yeah, I'm just so much more in the television world. It's hard for me to think about films, cinema people. I don't. Nothing's popping to mind right now that I'm like. I mean, there's some like trashy movies that I like. I mean, probably some weird art house movie that like people are like, "Oh, I love this movie," and I just find it boring or whatever. But I feel like those ones are also not really like you know how like Citizen Kane is memed as like the greatest movie of all time. I don't think people really think that. Like I think that's just kind of a meme. Oh my god, this is gonna be annoying. I think I'm gonna die here. Give me 1 sec, Mike. I need to kill this shit. Okay, cool. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, season 6 ending was disappointing. So that's okay. So this is where you and I are gonna disagree, Mike. Because I think everything but the ending was disappointing. I love the finale of Better Call Saul. I thought it was awesome. Oh, fucking Christ. Fucking Christ. Boom. Okay. It doesn't matter if I die. Okay, it doesn't matter. If I take the res sickness. Nah, I'll just run back. Because I gotta talk anyway. Okay, so they could show him stealing a car similar to the one he owned as Gene. So I talked about that. I don't know if you watch the No One's a Critic podcast, but I talked about this on there. I think a lot of people misread the whole thing about him taking the years for Kim. I don't think it had anything to do with Kim. I think it was about him actually owning up to who he was and what led him to where he ended up. I think it was him taking responsibility in a way that Walter never did, even by the end. I thought it was powerful when he's like, not Saul, Your Honor, Jimmy. Like, obviously it's kind of cliche, but it's like, you know, it's still good, right? Yeah, Mike, this is where you and I are gonna disagree here, because I don't think he was simping for Kim at all. I'm not saying that's what you're saying, but I think that like the stuff with Kim was important. I think his relationship with her was important, and him owning up to his role and everything that happened was powerful. I thought everything else about season 6 sucked. I'll be honest with you. I hated Lalo. I hated the stuff with Gus. I hated the stuff with Mike. I hated the stuff with Nacho. I only really liked the ending. I think you don't like Kim, and I can understand why, but I didn't like how they handled some of the aspects of her character that season. Fuck, I'm gonna have to. Okay, gotta run. I didn't like some of the stuff they did with the trajectory of her character. Um, but I thought Kim was one of the best characters on that show. Oh, you like Kim too? Yeah, Kim was awesome. I think a lot of people didn't like that she found another guy in Florida. Cause I'm gonna be honest, I think a lot of people like made Kim a waifu, and they're like, it's like she's cheating on me. And it's like, come on, dude. I did think the Florida stuff was kind of pointless, but that's, you know, I wasn't mad that she was with some other guy or whatever. Maybe I'll make wool bandages. Well, no, I think the reunion with her and Jimmy was good because I think there was still love and affection there that just got kind of fucked up by the Lalo stuff. I just think it was fucked up, like, not in a convincing way. I don't know. I would have to do a whole video, like, breaking down, like, scene by scene why I felt like her transformation after Howard's death was rushed. I would need to kind of show what I'm talking about specifically. They trust experience, trust Kino. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I will make a video on the Better Call Saul stuff eventually. My podcast partner, Macabre Storytelling, is making a Better Call Saul video right now, which that'll be interesting to see. We've talked about it on the podcast, though. I think we've got very similar views. Ooh, shield, which I don't need right now. Ugh, I need to kill. I need 5 more blood from these mountain lions. I'm probably gonna end the stream here in a few minutes, guys. Just because I need to use the bathroom. But I appreciate y'all coming out. I got like a little handful of viewers this stream, which I thought was pretty cool. I mean, I literally didn't even announce this. And I know World of Warcraft is like not related to my content at all, so it's like, why would people want to watch? It's gonna be bad. Oh, yep, that's gonna be bad. But I have fun talking to people, and I also have fun playing World of Warcraft, so I want to do both at the same time. I'm just gonna get out of here. Let's get to this tower. And I'll log out here. Okay, well, thank you all for stopping by and listening to my rambling bullshit. I'm gonna log off here, so thank you all, and talk to you next time. And stay tuned for the Wire videos, which are coming out tomorrow. So check those out. So see you guys then.